welcome back to the next chapter of our series. The book today that I will be reading to you guys is called Black, White, Day, and Night by Vaccaro, Seeger. Now, what do you guys see on the front page of this book? Is this a bird? No, it's not a bird. How about a dog? Are you sure? Cat, right? No. Oh, it's an elephant. Okay, that's right. Alright, now that we got that figured out, let's get started. This is a book about opposites. So I want you to figure out, this page is what color? It's black. Like the nighttime, right? When all your lights are out in your room. What is the opposite of black, do you think? White, like a spooky ghost. It's a ghost right here. You see it, the ghost is white, and that's where the bat came in. The bat makes the ghost's face. So the opposite of black is white. What is the opposite of white? Black. Good job. So, what is the opposite of daytime, do you think? Because it's daytime right now where you're watching this, right? I'm sure it is. You're probably sitting on the couch right now with your mommy and daddy's phone, watching YouTube, watching this with your mommy and daddy even. So it is daytime right now because there's birds, there's a sky, it's all blue, there's some clouds out the window. But if we flip the page, the opposite of daytime is nighttime. What happens at night? What do you think? The lights go out, it gets dark, and then the stars all come out. Just like this, so you can see it. And there's the moon out, too. The moon is right over there. And we got a clock that says 9 o'clock at night. I'm not sure what your guys' bedtimes are, but that's a pretty late night, isn't it? So the opposite of daytime is nighttime. And the opposite of nighttime is daytime. That's right. Good job. Next page is, what is this? You might say it's an ant, right? And what is an ant? It is not big, it's tiny. It's itty bitty. So what is the opposite of tiny? Huge. Like a huge giant hug like you give your mommies and daddies after you've had a long day at school, right? So it's a huge hug that you give them. Go ahead and give yourself a hug. So the opposite of tiny is huge. And the opposite of huge is tiny. Good job, friends. Now, this one. This picture is pink, right? And it has a dolphin in there. What is the dolphin doing? It's jumping over the wave, right? So it's going over. The opposite of over is under. Now, there's one person in Disney that I can think of. He's a crab. He's a crustacean who sings a song, Under the Sea. Under the sea, we have a starfish, a dolphin, and a little tiny fish that is under the ocean. See, so the opposite of under is over. The dolphin is jumping over the waves out of the water. But after he jumps over, he's under the sea. Good job. Now this page, we have nothing right here. Nothing at all on this page. But I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Mr. Nate, look, there's a black square right here. How can there be nothing if there's a black square? My question to you, though, is what is in this black square? Is there anything here, or is it just a black square? That's right, it's just a black square, isn't it? So there is nothing here. So the opposite of nothing is what? Something. And what is this something? Flowers. Good job. How many flowers are there? Let's count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of flowers, isn't it? What color are the flowers do you see? We have yellow, we have purple, and we have green. That's cool, huh? So the opposite of something is nothing. Next up is outside. So let me move this closer to you here so you can see it. If you're looking through this window, you're looking outside. There is a tree, right? The opposite of outside is where you're at right now. Inside. See the big comfy couch or big comfy chair? I'm sitting on a big comfy couch here with my pillows surrounding me. Probably like you guys are. So the opposite of inside is outside. Alright. Next up, we have a mountain. You see what the deer's on top of? He's on top of the mountain. So what is the opposite of a mountain? Can you guys tell me? It is a valley. And the cool thing about this is the valley makes the letter of what you're trying to say, so it'll help you remember it. You have the mountain that's just coming down, but when it comes down, it makes a V. So you have valley. And you see there's one deer on the mountain and one deer in the valley. So the opposite of valley is mountain, and the opposite of mountain is valley. Way to go, guys. And what letter does it make again? A V. Good job. Next picture shows this little guy right here just walking down the street. He is very near. See this picture? He's near to you. But when we open the page, he's far away. So the perspective of this makes it look like he's far away, but when you close it, he is near. So you have near and far. Now this page is blue. And what does that face show you? It's a sad face, isn't it? How do you know it's a sad face, though? He has the frown. It's upside down face. He has two little eyes just looking at you. Let me see your sad faces. What is the opposite of sad? Happy. How do you know she's happy? Because she has a big smile on her face. Let me see your biggest smiles. Come on. Big smiles. Let's go. And she's got her big blue eyes going, and her eyes are all, eyebrows are all up. So the opposite of happy is sad. And the opposite of sad is happy. I know you guys are always happy, right? Okay, now, this one, we have a beautiful white dog. What do you think he is? Is he clean or dirty? If you say clean, that's right. But when we open the page, guess what? He's dirty because he stepped in the paint and he has his paw prints everywhere. There's so many paw prints all over the place that we have to clean up, right? So the opposite of clean is dirty. And after we give your doggy a bath and you clean up all his paws and all the paint, he becomes clean again. Good job. Now, we have diamonds on this pink page. Is this alike or different? All these diamonds on the page are alike, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamonds on there. But when you open the page, guess what? Snowflakes. All these snowflakes are different. Isn't that crazy? You have diamonds here, and when you open it up, where do diamonds go? They're all snowflakes. So the opposite of like is different, and the opposite of different is alike. And this page, we have addition. So we have 2 bunny ears plus 2 bunny ears equals 4 bunny ears, doesn't it? But the opposite addition is subtraction. So here we have our 4 bunny ears, and you take away 2 bunny ears. How many do you have? You have 2 bunny ears left. Way to go. So the opposite of subtraction is addition. Next up, we have very few. raindrops. See, we only have 1, 2, 3 falling down. And when you open the page, we go from few raindrops to many raindrops. And look at the poor puppy. He's sitting under a tiny umbrella. His food is getting wet and his tail's getting wet. But it's okay, because he's not scared. So the opposite of many is few. And that's the way we like it, huh? This page, what do we have here? We have a sheep, right? What is the sheep doing? Is he just standing there, or is he floating? That's right, he's standing because he's an ordinary sheep. He's ordinary. But when you flip the page, guess what we have? We have flying pigs and a cow jumping over the moon. And the sheep is flying. And that's called extraordinary. So we have the word ordinary in there, and then we add extra to the beginning. So that's extraordinary, meaning unique. So we have wings on the pigs, making them fly, and a cow jumping over the moon. So the opposite of extraordinary is ordinary. And the last page is simple with a question mark. Do you think this page is going to be simple? What is the opposite of simple? Do you know? Complicated. Look at that. That looks like a giant maze. Can you even figure out where to begin on this? Take a look at it closer. That is a lot of lines on that page, isn't it? So the opposite of simple is complicated. And the opposite of complicated is simple. And the last page that we have is open. Look at that eyeball. When you wake up in the morning, your eyes are closed. You do a big stretch, and then you open your eyes. So your eyes are wide open. The opposite of open is closed. And you want to know what's cool about this page? Look at the book that she's reading. It's the same exact book that we are reading right now. So it starts with the front cover of this book, and in the end, she's reading the same exact book that we're reading. Isn't that cool? So the opposite of closed is open, and the opposite of open is closed. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And the final page says, "For my father, in loving memory," which means he dedicated this book to his father, or to her father, I'm sorry. She dedicated this book to her father. That's so sweet. The end. That was such a good book, friends. So, if you want this book, it is called Black, White, Day, and Night. So you can go back and pause it whenever you want. Mommies and daddies, you guys can let them replay this as much as you want. Pause it, and you can just replay this as much as you want. And I really hope that this helps you out a lot when understanding opposites. And there's a lot of activities you can do with opposites involving this book too. You can show them it's daytime, like in the book here, like right now. And at nighttime, you can pull it out and say, look, it's night. What is the opposite of day? It's night. Or if you have a big cat and a little cat, you can pull them up and say, is this a tiny cat or a big cat? But anyway, guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed reading it to you all, and I can't wait until the next video. I hope to see you all there. Bye, guys.